You're now tuned in to MJMG Presents, right here on Epic TV Media Worldwide.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Philosophy King Denim.
What's up? It's your boy D Lamar.
Yeah, we tipped into MJMG Media Group, Epic TV Media Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest coming on today. Before we do, we're gonna go ahead and play his music. We got another host, new host today. He goes by D Lamar. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Glad to be here.
Already glad to have you, my brother. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into Dukes the Credit Beast. He got some dope music, so you don't want to go nowhere, man. We got a special guest for you today. So I'm gonna go ahead and present my screen and let y'all get a little taste of what he's working with real quick. This track is entitled "Explosive" by Dukes the Beast. Let's go.
There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best. There's never been anybody. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like I'm from there. There's no one that can match me.
There's no one that can match me. These corps can combat me. Homie, once you add me, always cause he can't speak, let's get it. God said that it's wartime. Prepare to my son, there's no more time. Give you the gift of words so you can morph time. What a powerful hand, now they force mine. Keep lying to my people, you distort minds. But we truth speakers, so of course I've offended the content. And know that I said exactly what I meant. See a lie that spread so wide, it's accepted as right and exempt from the light. When God decides it's time for ascent. Like David and Goliath, we taking on these giants. Even though these corporations seem more mighty than the flesh. These professional lies been talking that fire. Ran into a lion and I am not impressed. Now they ducking and hiding, knowing I'ma find them. If you wonder why, it's cause I am the threat. And attempt to handle this. Say it with your chest. First things first. Nah, I say what's next. Plaintiff's claims seem to be a stretch. How you confused? It's not that complex. Look at 15 USC 1602. Go there and you will see. Ironically, they ain't telling the truth. Get my credit card in good faith. You denied me. That's unauthorized use. See, I came in for one car, but now I think I'm gonna need two. Keep saying you're right and I'm wrong, but dog, you know you're gonna need proof. Cause I got so much on my side that when I print it, ink's gonna bleed through. There's a weight that's on my shoulders. Free the people from lies they told us. If words are lethal, I'm explosive. I'm explosive. There's a weight that's on my shoulders. Free the people from lies they told us. If words are lethal, I'm explosive. I'm explosive. There's a weight that's on my shoulders. Free the people from lies they told us. If words are lethal, I'm explosive. I'm explosive. If words are lethal, I'm explosive.
Yeah. That was your boy Dukes the Credit Beast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and bring him out without further ado. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yo. What's happening? What's happening, bro?
What's up?
Not much, man. Just happy to be here, bro. Appreciate this.
For sure. Thanks for coming up on our show. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about that record that we just played?
Yeah, man. So what I do now is, and I've been doing music now maybe like 16 years. You know, I've been making tracks and I was really big in the mixtape circuit. So on Dat Piff, I had a gang of tracks on there, you know, but this is my first full-length album that I released. And what I do in my company, the CEU, the mighty CEU, what I do is we help people understand their rights, their consumer rights and their federally protected rights, and actually how to enforce them against abusive debt collection practices and all of that. Now, what I had done was I wanted a way to connect with people who normally would not pay this no mind. You know, so I know people love music. I love music. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it to teach. So I gave myself that hard task of trying to make a rap album all around consumer law and hiding consumer law within it without it sounding corny, you know, because a lot of like educational music, it's not something you could just bump unless you're specifically trying to learn. So the goal with it was actually just like, man, people are just going to enjoy it because it's good music. And when they start paying attention to the lyrics, that's what's going to spark something in them to start asking more questions.
Spark the brain. That's what's up. I feel that.
Yes, sir. So in all of that, I also more recently, I just published my first book. It's titled Unlimited. What if I told you you've been lied to? So that's kind of the question I led off the book with, because we've been lied to about a lot of things, about what credit actually is, about what debt actually is. So all I want to do is just open people's minds up, because the more you know, the less fear you have about any situation. You know what I mean? If you're in a dark room, it's pretty scary until you have a flashlight.
No doubt. I feel that. I got some questions about my student loans.
Hey, we can definitely look into that for sure, for sure.
I know D. Lamar had a question for you.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. Just to, just right off the bat, when I listen to the tracks, just to give you some props or whatever, like automatically, like I was drawn into the beat, like the intro with, the one we just played too, the Mike Tyson, sample, everything. I was like, okay, I know this is about to be, something crazy. And then the flow really, like caught me like right away. I listened to it, like a little like before the show.
Yeah.
And I was yeah. But then, as I kept listening, I was like, wait a second, it's a message in this. You know what I mean? I was like, not just, what I was thinking, some hardcore, like rap or whatever, but, it was like you said, it was educational. And, I'm glad, you asked the question before, but what are some of your influences like that got you to, switch over to this? I mean, I'm assuming you rap before, like you said, the mixtapes and stuff like that, but it wasn't all that. So what,
It was just from myself reaching out. A lot of people I speak to, they connect with me just because of the way I speak, because I've came from places that they've come from. I've overcame things that they have to overcome as well, or are currently dealing with. So I'm easy to identify with. Right. And I was like, you know what? A lot of the times, right, we have to learn through entertainment. So you can call it edutainment if you want. And what I did was I had a podcast. I was running that for about a year. We were doing that. And I was like, well, every podcast needs an intro, right? So it started off with me making the intro to the podcast. And I was like, man, like everything just kind of fell in my lap. Like the beat fell in my lap. Everything I used fell in perfectly. I was like, what if it was an entire album of it? And I was like, it's going to be a challenge because, like I said, I'm trying to hide laws. I'm trying not to sound corny. I'm trying not to go so like with the conscious rappers. Sometimes they go so conscious that it's like, man, if I'm not in the mood at all, there ain't no way I'm going to listen to it. So I try to find the perfect middle ground where it's like, it's enough bars and enough teaching at the same time. So when I actually presented it at our in-person event we had in Cali, I called it Through the Lyrics. And what I did was I played the whole album track by track. I had a PowerPoint presentation alongside. Hey, did you catch it? I hit this law within it. Did you catch it? I mentioned this case law within it and how we could use it. So I made it an entire lesson, its own lesson plan.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I definitely caught on to that quick. So, congrats. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So no, and I was gonna bring up, I don't know if you remember, there was a rapper back in the day named Tracy Lee. He had the one song is Party Time. Oh, it's like he actually, he's a lawyer now too.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has some I guess you want to say some edutainment, type bars too or whatever. So, that's why, and he was like one of my favorites back in the day. A lot of people didn't buy the whole album, but I'm an album type person. So he was spitting on that too. And like, I'm definitely, like feeling how, you were able to do that too. So,
nice.
So not to move too far, but like who do you actually listen to? Like on a more fun side?
On the more fun side, I mean, everybody that knows me and follows me knows like back when I would enforce, right? So whenever I decided I'm going to battle it out with this debt collector, I'm about to write my letter, I'm about to sue this company, whatever it was, I would listen to Kevin Gates.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because the way he talks, he's just real grimy with it. I was like, yeah, that's the mood I need to be in. This is wartime, So that's why with my album, I kind of geared that way too, where I try to be a little aggressive. There is somewhere I'm more lighthearted, but I'm trying to be more aggressive to get that, understand that our enemy is smaller than us. They're only as big as we perceive them to be. And I want you to view them as small so we can keep moving forward. But it'd be Kevin Gates, man. I've been listening to him. I listen to my brother Israel. He makes Christian music, so I've been listening to that as well. Anything good, man. Of course, the old school, Pac,
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of 50 Cent more so because of his hooks, man. I would just listen to his hooks and be like, man, I want to be catchy like that. So I try to incorporate that as well. Of course, Eminem because of his rhyme schemes. And I would try to incorporate that as well into my raps. I like doing little crazy where I'm flexing with the way I'm rhyming because it was hard to put together. And on top of that, I'm talking about the law, so it's even harder to put together. That's how I kind of like moving with it.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like the flow, like is to have those type of bars and that type of content and still keep the flow cool too. That's tough. Like I write too, and a lot of times it is actually hard to stay on topic. Like a lot of people can do it for a few bars, but then it just goes off into something else. It can be a song that's supposed to be on one thing, and then the verse is just completely different. But you did it. You did it. Very well. So, and I can hear the influences. I can definitely hear those. Like you said, like the Eminems and stuff like that, because you switched up the flows. And again, I listened to the other stuff too. You switched up the flows quite a few times. You know what I'm saying, with the in and outs and stuff like that. So, again, you got an instant fan off of that.
And that's actually something I've gotten backlash for in the past. When I first started rapping, they were saying, "Oh no, once you find the pocket, you stay in the pocket. You don't ever switch." I was like, "Nah, bro. I switch my flows all the time. Like as long as I feel I'm still in the pocket, I'm gonna switch it in between my verses if I feel the need to." And it was just criticism. We all got to take it and leave it.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. How is it? How effective is that when you come and do your thing? You know what I'm saying? How effective is that to your clients?
I think it's really effective. I get a lot of people, man, who will tell me they listen to it on a daily basis, that they listen to it while they're studying, or they listen to it while they're writing the letters against a debt collector or against a creditor that's using abusive lending practices. So the goal that I set out for it, man, it is being fulfilled. I'm actively being able to see that. Especially now they're like, oh yeah, like just having a jingle in your head, you're able to remember certain things, like so they play it, they study with it, and they actually enforce with it as well. So it seems to help. I mean, I enjoy it myself as well, just being able to put it down in another way that's not just so black and white. So when we read the law, man, the law is lengthy. It's written in a way that's hard to understand. And I think it's all intentional. So my goal is to obviously I show the people the laws I'm reading. Then I break it down. And now by breaking it down further into music, okay, now it's a nice little catchy rhyme. So it should be even easier to remember.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. That's a dope way to reach people, though, for sure.
Yeah. And how long to write something like what we just heard? Like, how long would something like that take? Is it just like you know the law so well that you just get to it, or you got to take days at a time and be like, oh yeah, go back to the books, or how does that go?
Are you talking about to write the album?
Yeah, or the full album too.
The full album took me, I want to say it was about 5 months.
So yeah,
to write, record, and then of course, because I would write tracks, and I was like, well, I'm really off topic here. I'm just flowing how I used to, just bragging about how nice I am with the wordplay. I was like, I need to scratch that. I need to take it off. It's not what the album is for. Now, as far as like enforcing the law, that in general, that's it's hard to gauge because everybody's learning is way different. What I always tell people is that I can explain something for you, but I cannot understand it for you. So I can continue to explain it, but if they can't catch it, someone might hear me one time and be able to go off and fight off a debt collector, and someone may need to stick with me and their own self-studying for a year before they even make a move. The thing with this is a lot of people become information hoarders. So they just keep getting more and more information. It's like, yes, I have all this knowledge. I know how to move. Okay, well move. That's right. Becomes the issue is, okay, cool, you know how to move now, move. And it's really just people getting in their own heads. So the time stamp on that, it could vary. Me personally, after 3 months of me studying, I started like actively enforcing and trying to make things happen using the law.
Nice.
No doubt. That's what's up. Like, what is your what would say your biggest obstacle doing your music journey and doing what you're doing right now?
Well, I could say what it was before. The reason why I had stopped before was I would enter competitions. I would do the sell the tickets to be at venues. I got signed before. They ran off with my whole entire album. So it was a lot of griminess in the game. I'm not gonna lie, that's how it was. And so I left it. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to travel. I want to be with my wife and my kids. I got 6 kids. I'm a family man before anything else. So I was like, I don't like the whole. This is before though, right? I'm talking about this is like earlier days. Was I have to travel all the time to get my music out. I have to travel to do anything. Then when I learned the law, I was like, man, well, this is perfect for me. I'm able to do it now. I feel at this day and age, the artist has more control than we have ever had before. So I'm not at anybody. I'm not at the mercy of a label or anything like that. I release when I want to release. I write it how I want to write it, record when I want to. I could go and do a show if I want to and when I want to. So right now, I thoroughly enjoy it, especially that my music, what I've said is it's music with a purpose.
Right. No doubt. No doubt. I feel that.
Okay. I got another one for you. So you mentioned right now, you know, like the way the game is now, you know, the griminess of it and everything. So what's something you would remove from hip hop today? And then what's something you would add?
Well, something that I would remove from hip hop, I guess, is something we would all just like to remove out of life, out of business in general, is just the want for everybody to be that guy. Because you want to be that guy so bad, you'll stop another person from shining because you don't want to shine side by side. You want to be the only one shining. I think that's just something, I guess it's the envy. If we can remove the envy from the game and all of us just wanting to see each other win, a lot more of us would. So I guess that the actually building out, doing extending your hands like you guys are doing here. Like this is what the community needs in general, even in my space as well. Any business I've entered into, there's always that want and that need to be that guy or that person.
Right.
So the way I've always looked at it, well, this is bigger than me. If you're learning it from me, great. If you're learning from someone else, great. Did you get the message? Are you learning? Are you actively learning your rights and enforcing them? That's all that matters to me at the end of the day.
Right.
For sure, no doubt.
And I didn't even want to teach. It just fell in my lap as I was doing things. People were asking me questions, which led to more questions, which led to consultations, which then led to classes. Everything has led to that, but it's not something I wanted in the very beginning.
For sure. I feel that, man. That's so dope, man. What are some of the abusive lending practices that you deal with?
So what we do is we help people understand the Truth in Lending Act. What that is it's actually a federal act, so it's federal law. And what it tells you is what credit truly is, and it even says in what they call the reason why the law was passed is that we don't understand the truth about credit and what we're actually entering into in these transactions. So we go through, we learn what a credit card really is by federal definition. Then we learn what a credit transaction is. And it happens to be anything for personal, family, or household purposes. So just by thinking of that, well, what do we do that's for our personal, for our family, and for our household? It's everything we do. So a lot of it is unlearning what we've been told and getting down to what the law actually says. Because we'll go by, oh, well, the company policy is X, Y, and Z. But the company policy actually happens to go against the law. So you're actively breaking the law. But since we don't know, no one's stopping them from doing that.
So you also like help people pretty much like restore their credit?
In a sense, yes. We don't do credit repair. Once you get into the law, you start to see that within the law, there is no law that says a certain credit score is required. It says that you just need to actively fill out an application in good faith. So you start like, well, wait a minute. So that means if you tell me that I need a specific score to get this, but the law doesn't say so, that's discrimination. You can start enforcing to get approvals and stuff like that. So the way I say is, the more of the role you could play for less resistance, the better. But there's always a way to fight it using the law. So we've actually helped people like get debt collection cases dismissed, or actually sue a debt collector and get money out of it, or just file CFPB complaints and still get money out of it because the debt collectors are breaking the law.
That's what's up, man. I'm dropping jams on them.
And the most recent thing I'd say that we did, I forgot to mention earlier, I would say it's probably the biggest thing that we've done so far with the CEU is we have our own app on the App Store. So in our app that's in the App Store, it's the Mighty CEU. You go search that up, you download it. We have 4 free courses on there. We have all of our products are on there that you can download offline now and learn from anywhere on the go. So before, everybody was stuck. They had to be on laptops. So a lot of truck drivers that want to learn this were pretty much stuck. They couldn't do it. Now we can go everywhere. So what we say is we're completely mobile now.
That's what's up. Very convenient, man. That's what's up. That's the business. We want to go ahead and D Lamar, you good, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you didn't have no technical difficulties and whatnot. We want to go ahead and go into Too Easy. You want to go ahead and briefly talk a little bit about that record, sir?
Yeah, man. So Too Easy again is going with the same concept of making the enemy seem smaller than what we've been viewing them as. So a quick example of that is you have TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They call themselves credit bureaus, but in the law, they're really just credit reporting agencies. The only bureau is the CFPB. And we think of what is another bureau, the FBI. So they use the word bureau to make themselves seem bigger than what they are. So I want you to understand that this is actually too easy once you learn the rules to the game that we've all been thrown into without knowing the rules of. So in the book, it says that, when one falls, they all tumble. It's because if one does something, so do the others. If one debt collector moves this way, all of them do. You see Equifax getting hit, for the data breach? Well, TransUnion operates the same way. They just ain't got hit yet. It's too easy. When one falls, they all tumble. That's part of the hook. But yeah, go ahead. Let them get in.
Already, my brother, already. For sure. Make them make sense. Let's go. Let's go to Too Easy by Dukes the Credit Beast. Let's go.
My brother Israel told me he loves his consumer music. So I make our adversary seem small, like it's too easy. I told him that was the plan from the beginning. There's nothing more dangerous than an informed consumer. All natural people versus those with no medulla. Yeah, grave responsibilities that you went and screwed up. Now it's 1681, we using that to pull up. I'm a war machine, the laws lace my whole suit up. That knife in the back, force your boy to switch the crew up. Never said the weapons won't form, they just wouldn't do much. Now I'm selling this perfect form, posted up too tough. Like it's too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. Too easy. Make it too easy. Too easy. Make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. I remember being on the phone with this attorney, and I said, your client told me they're a debt collector. And he said, no, we just put that. These people are funny, man. Look. I know what you're gonna say, I know what you're gonna do, I know what you're gonna send me in response to my dispute. I know you try to play me, but I expected it's cool, cause we both know it's all hearsay, unless someone swears that it's true. It ain't gonna be me, and it cannot be you. I bet you still try to submit it. Now I can't speak on how the other guys on the other side move, but around here we swing and connect and push through and leave behind a path for all the people to look to. So the next time they press you, you can push through. Like it's too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. I want all the smoke in here, cause it's all smoke and mirrors. Man, it's 2024, you know the goal this year. Have consumers ready, setting on goal this year. We the real deal, boy, do not play with me. How you claiming any injuries, you make believe. We got debt collectors up late, all afraid to sleep. Cause we got rebuttals for everything, it pays to read. And I ain't hiding anything, you could pay some me. Can say the same for the ones that up and came for me. And now I won't say your name and give you the fame you see. You're gonna have to earn every bit, man, the same as me. But for me, it's too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. One falls, they all tumble. Too easy. Slip once and you in trouble. Too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. Too easy, make it too easy. Too easy. Easy.
Yeah. for the ones in the back. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. I like that joint for sure. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to everybody in the chat. But you want to just for the people that in the back that coming in late, what tell us a little bit about that record real quick.
Yeah, man. So with that one, the goal was, like I said, to make these enemies seem small, these debt collectors seem smaller than what they are, because in reality, that's why I said, how you claiming any injuries? You make believe, because it's just a piece of paper. And you have so many people out here, you know, even myself, I'm not going to lie, before I learned this, you know, I would be avoiding the mailbox, man. I ain't trying to get another letter from a debt collector. I see a number calling that I didn't know. I already knew, like, oh, somebody saying I owe, man. I'm definitely not trying to hear it right now. And I would ignore it, you know. Now it's like when I get those calls, I already know that that's money on the other line for me, because there's so many laws against the things that they can't do. The one that trips people out the most is that they can't even say you owe a debt. It's against the law to say you owe a debt under the FDCPA. Now, in the song too, when I say like, oh, you know, there's basically hearsay, like you need someone to swear that it's true. It ain't gonna be me, and it cannot be you. So I says, oh, but you're still gonna try to submit it. So I'm trying to let the people know, like, look how they move, and they're submitting paper. We're losing to paper when it's really just too easy. We got to speak, because we're the only people that can.
That's what's up, man. Dope record, dope track. You know what I'm saying? Dope message. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, and I got another one. The beats. Who is on the production?
Like, man, believe it or not, I'm getting those from BeatStar.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm finding them. I'm buying the beats, but I think that one was Buck Roll. I've been seeing him a lot on BeatStar, man. I like a lot of his beats.
Nice.
The one I used for the intro, that was actually Kato. I don't know if you guys know Kato. He produces for like Dizzy Wright, for Hobson, Jaron Benton. So the one I used for the intro to my podcast when I was doing it, that was actually from Kato.
Okay.
That's what's up.
They sound good. Good.
Nah, I'm one of those, bro. It don't need to be a big name. If the beat is nice, I'm gonna go buy it.
Of course.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what do you got coming up next? So you had what appearance are you gonna be making next?
Well, I'm actually gonna be this Wednesday. I'm gonna be on Instagram with Spud at the AR desk. Me and him got something set up for Wednesday. I think it's around the same time as this. But other than that, me and my team, we plan to be out in Atlanta in the spring doing an in-person event. So that we usually do what we do is 2 day. It's a 2-day event. We bring people in, man. We show them the laws. We break it down. We have a good time. We have my music course, so they'll actually get to do that as well in our in-person events. We're going to be out there in Atlanta, though, probably springtime, late April, the last week in April, I believe.
For sure, no doubt. ATL, baby.
Yes. We already hit Cali. Now we're going to go to the other side.
Somebody was saying that credit repair is illegal. Somebody said in the chat.
Yes, that's why we don't do it. Yeah. I know it's a big thing, though. I know it's going around, and I'm not here to bash nobody doing credit repair, because it does help a lot of people. It does change a lot of people's lives. But again, once you start going into what the law says, you can't say that you're going to make my score better. That's actually against the law. You can't take payment before you complete your services. That's actually against the law. So you have like Lexington Law is one of the big ones. They make you pay every single month. That's against the law. So you can actually hit them for that. And it goes back to thinking like, well, why would credit repair be illegal? If does that mean that our credit doesn't need to be repaired? Does that mean that it's not actually broken to be fixed? Is it all just a game? Is it all just a whole bunch of lies? That's why I go back to the book. What if I told you you've been lied to? What we have is actually unlimited.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Definitely learning a lot, man. I know just being real.
Yeah, man. I need to go ahead and get my hands on the book. How you get the book?
Same.
So right now, I mean, it could go out to all the other platforms, but right now I have it on my website. It's themightyceu.com. themightyceu.com. You hit the shop, you can get the book. You can get the book unlimited, which I only have a few more copies left. Man, they showed me a lot of love on that, so I was really happy, man. People have been telling me I need to write a book. I finally listened. I just told them that I needed to get the album done first, and once that was done, I set my sights on completing the book.
That's what's up, man. How'd you get into this? Did you practice law or?
Nah. So I actually started off in the credit repair space, and then once I learned the law, I dropped credit repair completely. Um, so what it was, I found somebody online actually talking about that what law says you have to pay a bill was the question they asked, and of course, why wouldn't that intrigue me? I was like, wait a minute, well, what law does say that? And then when I started getting into law myself, I've been in it about 2 years now. So when I got into it in the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, it says that it's actually considered fraudulent for someone to say that you can get locked up for a debt. That's under 15 USC 1692E for anybody who wants to check if they don't believe me. Literally says that they cannot say that you can get locked up for a debt. That's fraudulent. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But I know people who have gotten locked up for not paying, for paying the debts they added up to a warrant. I know people that this has happened to. I've seen it all around me. So that's obviously what really sparked my interest was, I guess you could say, the pain that I had to witness my family go through because of debt, not knowing what it really was.
That's what's up.
What kind of advice would you give someone, that's just trying to get into, like the music industry in general, like, hip hop, R&B, whatever, what would you say? Because it seems like, you seem pretty far ahead. You know what I mean?
Does it seem that way? I don't feel that way. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've been in it for so long, and I guess it's the same philosophy I use with anything is, man, just do it. Just make it happen. I'll tell you right now, the album that I released, I recorded that in my son's room. I didn't go to a studio to do it. I got it mastered myself. I didn't go to somebody else to do it. I got the front cover. I made that on Canva. I didn't go to somebody else to do it. Sometimes I think a lot of us just forget that, hey, it's in you. You could also bring it out of yourself. You could go just try it. So yeah, man, just do it. Just release the song, put the song out. If you see like funny videos, people dance. I like doing it to mine, or I see people dancing to another song. I'll put my music behind it and just release it as a joke because, okay, these reels are going up. People are seeing it. So just do that. For somebody else, because mine is more like really niche, of what I do. But anyone else, man, partner up with somebody, an influencer in your city that ain't as big yet. Or even if they are big, take your shot and reach out. Let them know what you're doing. Maybe you guys can partner up. Maybe you can start making music specifically for them. There's all kinds of things you can do. It's just you got to be creative with it.
Good advice for sure. No doubt.
Great advice.
So we got your YouTube pulled up. Is there any other tracks would you like to lead everybody with? But when we play this one, come back, we'll come back to where everybody can pretty much find you and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with Show's Over, man. That's another one I really like.
It is. Is it under the 41st chapter?
Yeah, it's a part of the album.
So
if you can't find that one, you could play Show Me the Law. But otherwise, Show's Over is one of my favorites.
Cool. Well, I'll do that real quick. You want to give some shout outs real quick for the one time?
Oh, talking about me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Oh, my bad. No, I didn't know he was talking to me specifically. So, yeah, man, shout out to my team. I see them in the chat. My sister Sophia, my sister Crystal. Of course, my wife always supporting me, man. My kids, the motivation to do everything that I do to begin with, man. Everything I do that's great is because of them, truthfully. And just check us out, man. The Mighty CEU. Check me out on Instagram, Dukes the Credit Beast. Get the app, the CEU app, man. It's 100% free. We got paid courses, but we got 4 free courses within the app for the FDCPA, which I mentioned, the Truth in Lending Act, which I mentioned, Elements of a Claim, and we got the administrative tips and strategies. Elements of a Claim is important because we need to understand when we're enforcing, do we actually meet the elements to have a claim in court? And it's also important to know if these debt collectors are meeting the claim. And I'll tell you, nine times out of 9, they're not. So it should be getting dismissed.
Already, man. Go ahead and hit this man up if you got any questions about today's show. If you missed it, wait for it to end and you can go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everybody that was in the chat for tapping in for sure. We appreciate it. Much love and respect. You want to go ahead and go into the announce this particular track.
So this one Shows Over. Again, in the hook, I'm talking about the tables turning, and they really are. And I'm starting to see that more so now. So these attorneys for these debt collectors are actually having meetings which they have to make public, so I'm able to see them. They're actually having meetings, and they're getting concerned, and they're literally saying the words like, well, there's so many things that we can do to, without us violating these consumers, and now they're actively fighting us. So what are we supposed to do now? So the tables are actively turning right now. And I found this out after I wrote the song. So I wrote the song kind of like bringing it to fruition, I guess you could say. This song is called Show's Over.
Already, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man. We'll check back with you in 4 to 6 months. I also got some questions for you, so I'll be hitting you up for sure, no doubt. Already, man. Good dude. Go ahead and follow him, man. We're gonna go ahead and go into this next song. Show's Over, man. Dukes the Beast. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. That's me on the guitar, by the way. No, I'm just
What's
playing.
up? Rue Dexter.
Let that bass drop. Hey, Ozma. I bet they thought, since we're teaching them something, that these tracks weren't gonna go hard. Oh man, they're gonna love this. Check me out. Everything I got, dog, I got it on credit. Want me to prove what I gave you to get it. Now I'm the student, bro, prove what you lend. Then you get sick of me, then you sell to your friend. Now we hitting me, attempting collection. There's only one problem, you need my permission. Which one of you got? So it's just ammunition. Stirring the pot, you so mad you won't listen. Violation stacking, I'm counting my riches. Growing my invoice with every exhibit. All your defenses just quickly diminish. Charging attorney fees by the minute. Watch me be petty pension. 1692E, I need your pension. Nah, I don't want to take it there right now. Just know that I could, I'm so prepared right now. These words are lethal, they so scared right now. Cause for my people, you get air right out.
Oh, how the tables are turning. Look at them now, they so nervous. We're no longer part of the circus. The show's over, currents burning. Oh, how the tables are turning. Look at them now, they so nervous. We're no longer part of the circus. The show's over, currents burning. 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 The show's over, currents burning.
Big debt collector, I'm a cocky one. Maybe it's cause I'm a lawful one. Cause I can breathe, think, read for myself. Got no attorney with me, I speak for myself. Scared tactics don't work, I believe in myself. It's better on this side, come see for yourself. How's my God, all them courses if you needed some help?
For sure.
There's remedy on the table, we ain't leaving without.
No more.
Man, I write federal complaints while I sit on the couch, including all your agents' names. I ain't leaving them out. Your attorneys can get it too. They're so pleased with themselves when nobody on your team knows what they're speaking about. Go ahead, try your best. I've been weaving around, but I'm Iron Mike when I connect. Leave no teeth in your mouth. And I don't get tired of swinging. Never tired of swinging. You can't hide what we seeing. Trying to hide it, but we see it.
Oh, how the tables are turning. Look at them now, they some nervous. We're no longer part of the circus. The show's over, currents burning. Oh, how the tables are turning. Look at them now, they some nervous. We're no longer part of the circus. The show's over, currents burning. Oh, how the tables are turning. Look at them now, they some nervous. We're no longer part of the circus. The show's over, currents burning. 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 The show's over, currents burning.